Guru, made for you.
This is the video on graphing linear inequalities. So we have this inequality right here. And let's simplify it. Let's isolate y to one side so that we can have it kind of like a linear equation in slope-intercept form, like y is equal to mx plus b. But in this case, we'll have an inequality instead of the equal sign. So let me simplify this. So 4x minus 4y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 2. So if we move the 4x here, we get negative 4y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 2. So y would be less than or equal to 1/4 x minus 1/2. So we have an inequality in kind of like slope-intercept form with the y isolated. Now what we can do is, all we have to do is graph a line that we have to graph a line with an equal sign instead of the inequality. So you have to think of the line as y is equal to 1/4 x minus 1/2 and graph it. But then that's not the end. So let's first graph it first. So we would have a point at negative 1/2. So right about there, let's say. And then 1/4, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have our points. Let's draw our line. Something like that. So we have our line. Okay. So this isn't y is equal to 1/4 x minus 1/2. It's y is less than or equal to negative 1/4 x minus 1/2. So what we have to do is we have to shade a region either below the graph or above the graph, because this is a inequality. So it will be all above the graph, including the line, because it's or equal to, or all under the line. So if this is y is less than 1/4 x minus 1/2, we would have a dashed line because the line does not represent one of the solutions. So how we can find the region either above or below the graph is we just plug in a point. And a great point is 0, 0 if your line is not going through the origin, because 0, 0 is really easy. So if we plug in 0, 0, we would get 0 is less than or equal to negative 1/2. And 0 is not less than or equal to negative 1/2. So it's not the region with 0, 0 in it. And the region with 0, 0 is above the graph, because 0, 0 is right there, just 1/2 above the y-intercept. So that would mean that we have to shade the region below. So it would be this region here. And this is how you graph a linear inequality. So let's do another problem. Okay, here's the second problem. 5y minus 8 is less than 2 times the quantity x plus 2y. So let's simplify it. 5y minus 8 is less than 2x plus 4y. And then move the y's to one side and all the other terms to the other to get y is less than 2x plus 8. And that's our equation with the y isolated. So let's graph it. Y is less than 2x plus 8. That means this intercept is 8 with a slope of 2. So 1, 2 over 1. And this would be a dashed line because it's less than. So the line is not a solution. So keep that in mind to pay attention to the sign, because the line may or may not be a solution. Now, if there is a less than or equal to, that means the line would be a solution, but that is not the case. So let's graph our dashed line. So it would look something like that. It's not perfect, but that would be our line. So let's do our 0, 0 test again. So this this region has 0, 0, and this region doesn't. So let's plug it in. 0 is less than 8. And that is true. 0 is less than 8. So that would mean we would shade the area that contains 0, 0, which is this area. So this would be our solution. And thanks for watching this video on how to graph linear inequalities. Guru.